Welcome back. This is Ninmakh from Fallen Angels. Last time we ended up here trying to tackle this puzzle. And as I said before, this puzzle is based on a very popular old game called Mastermind. And we did go over the rules in the last video. So I'm not going to waste your time here. But what we're going to try to do here, I know I said it will depend on some luck, and that is true this time too. And I did say that I won't use a chart, but I went through and watched most of the videos made by some YouTubers about these puzzles, and most of them solve it by chance because there was a lot of other opportunities they didn't discover. So I made some charts to try to cover some scenarios. I cannot cover all the scenarios for these lights. Every time there is a combination of lights, there is a different scenario, and it goes from there to branch for other scenarios. But I will try to cover as much as I can in a short video like this. Hopefully, if you are going to face a scenario which is different than the one we have here, the one I'm gonna play, which I'm not sure what it's going to be because it's random every time. But in case your situation is harder than mine, at least I'm going to give you a few scenarios I came across when I was playing this game, because I recorded like 50 times and I played this puzzle like 100 times off air, just trying to figure out the most likely scenarios. So from the beginning, these lights in the beginning, whenever you're gonna, whatever combination you're gonna put here, when you put the key, there shouldn't be 0 lights, because 4 out of 6, so at least 2 of them are right. Or if they are not in the right position, at least they are yellow because they have to appear, because you have only 4 options from 6. There shouldn't be at any position or any time 1 light, because again you have 4, at least 2 of them are in the part of the combination. So either you're gonna get 2 or 3 or 4. That's the only first combination you're gonna get, whatever you're gonna put here. So I'm gonna put 1 2 3 4 just like that and put it here, and look, this is the easiest one them all because we have 4. I will show you some other scenarios I came across where I have 2 lights and I solve it, where I have 3 lights when I solved it. This is the most easy one. So you can write it down every time, write the results, and then go from there, or prepare a Excel sheet like the one I have here, and I will show you what I mean in a second. So this is the chart I prepare. These are 4 by 6, and this is the probabilities right here, and these the results right here. So what I did is I put 1 2 3 4, and I get 4 yellow, which means these 4 are the right ones, and this was just a luck. But anyway, if these 4 are the right ones, they are in the wrong position. So all you need to do is move the one for here, for example, because you don't know exactly what you're doing. You're just gonna go ahead and do it randomly and try to get a different results. So we're gonna push them one square, all of them like that, and we have also 4 yellow. In this case, we know that the 1 cannot be here and cannot be here, otherwise it will appear as a white. So the 1 could be here, and the 2 cannot be here or here, so it could be here. The 3 cannot be here or here, so let's put it right there. The 4 is not here or here, either here or here, but the 4 because we used the first one and the last one, or the last one and the first one, so it's either here or here. So we need to change one of these. So if you want to change to 1, for example, it's just a matter of luck at this time, because we don't know exactly where everything goes. It's 2, 3, 4 and then 1. It's 2, 3, 4 and then 1. We didn't get any white so far. That's interesting. There's also 4 yellow. So we tried 1 here, we tried 1 here, we tried 1 here. So this is the only one we didn't try. We tried 2 here and 2 here and 2 here, and this is the only place for 2 we didn't try. 3, we have 2. We have number 3, number 4, number 2 should be 1, and then 4 should be number 2. This should be the last one. 3, 4, 1, 2. 3, 4, 1, 2. Oh, let's take back the key. And there you go. Now, before we leave this, I'm going to show you some scenarios, because you might run into a difficult scenario than the one I just did. So if you don't want to see any other scenario, you will just want to continue with the game, you can just play the next video. So we have here, for example, this scenario, which I started with 1, 2, 3, 4 as I did before. It gave me 1 white and 2 yellow. And I put here the combination. 3 lights, that's mean it's either 1, 2, and 3, and maybe 5. And then again 1, 2, 3, and maybe 6, because either 1, 2, 3, that's mean 4 is wrong. So what goes with 1, 2, or 3? Either 5 or 6. And then we have 1, 2, 4, again 5 and 6. And then we have 2, 3, 4. The 3 of these, this is wrong. So 2, 3, 4 goes with 5 and 6. Sorry. This is the only combination we got, but we don't know anything yet. So what I did is I put 1, 2, 3, because I have 3 lights here, and I put 5 instead of the 4. That gave me 1 white and 1 yellow. So we downgraded. We lost 1 light, which means that the 5 we just added is wrong. And also when we removed the 4, we were wrong, because we were 3 and we are down to 2. So what I did is I removed the 5 and the 4. I brought back the 4, which when we removed it, we lost 1. So assuming 1 and 2 is right, what I did is I put 4 and then put 6 instead of the 5, and then 1, 2. These are just the combination, either 1 and 2, because I have 2 lights here, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 4, 2 and 3, 2 and 4, and 3 and 5. So these are just the combination for this. So when this happened, when I put back the 4 and put the 6 instead of the 5, I got 4 lights. These 4 lights, that means these 4 are the right ones, and all you need to do now is figure out the combination. Now I have 1 white, 1 white, 1 white. Look at 1 didn't actually move from its position, so it's most likely the right one. Then I change 2, 4, 6. Of course I have more options. I got 4 whites here and I solved it, but if this gave me any yellow, I will keep the 1, do the 2 here, do the 4 here, do the 5 here, etc. Change them until, because I still have 3 more tries to get it. So if you get 3 and then 2, this is the way to do it. This is the way. From 2, you should figure out, from the 4th or the 3rd stage, you should figure out what are the lights is. If you didn't get the lights, all the lights, 4 of them, regardless of the position. At the fourth stage, you should restart the puzzle because you won't have the time, unless you're lucky, you won't have the time to figure out the positions after that. There is another scenario right here, which, did we do that before? This is the one, this is a good example. I got two yellow here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I get 2 yellow. What I did is I switch again 1, 2, 5, 6. I get 1 white and 1 yellow. I knew from that these two cannot be right, because if they are right, 5 and 6 should be the right. So when I put 1, 2, 5, 6, I should have 4 here. If 1 and 2 is right for these two, I put them again. And when I put 5 and 6, if 4 and 3 is wrong, because this is only 2 for 1 and 2, if 3 and 4 is wrong, then 5, 6 is right. I should have had 4 here, but I didn't. So I knew that 1 and 2 is wrong. So what I did is I switched from 1 and 2 to 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Now 3 and 4, if you go back and see 3, 4, 5, 6, this two lights is for 3 and 4, because 1 and 2 is wrong, so that's why I have 2. For this scenario, we have 2 lights for 5 and 6, because 1 and 2 is wrong. And you can see why 1 and 2 is wrong. So I figured out 4 lights for 3, 4, 5, 6. And then what I did is easily just figuring out the position. I changed 3, 4, 5, 6 just randomly. I got 1 white, 3 yellow again, and I knew that 3 is not here or here. One of them is right, but I didn't know exactly which one. Depending on, there's a lot of 5 here, 5 the same position, same position, same position. So I just keep them, I assumed, because in all the scenarios, the only one white we have is the 5, because this is the only one who didn't move. So I kept it, and I played with the 3 here, because it couldn't be, if this is the white one for here, this is wrong. 3 cannot be here, 3 cannot be here. So I put it right here. And for 4, for example, it couldn't be here, it couldn't be here, because I don't have any white here except for the 5 here. So I put it right there, and I got 4 whites. So this is another scenario when you have 2 lights in the beginning, and then 2 lights, and then 3, and then you can go on from there. There is this scenario which you can look at it. I'm not going to explain it because this video taking too long already. Just take a Snapchat, or take a picture and analyze it if you got these in sequence. So let's go back to the game. Now we figure out this puzzle, which is one of the hardest puzzles in the game. This opened, and now we can get this thing, which is some kind of a seal or handle, and also this thing here we're going to take a picture of, and now we can proceed. Actually, we need to make this key here, because these look like the teeth on the key. Is the key is still there, right? Or is it? Oh, there, right there. The teeth look like these, as you can see. So we need to make a duplicate according to this. So if we put this here, and then take the picture we just took, we can see it's like this flip J or T, and then I, and then look like an N, and then sigma. So the first one is, okay, we have the I, we have the right I right here, which should go the second one, but I don't know which one correspond to what. Which of these correspond to which number? And this is not hard, but we're gonna do that in the next video.